remind me not to spook you.
Everyone okay?
Got eyes on something?
Stay safe!
Nicely done!
Coming from your right!
Good shooting, Kai. Quiet as a soul. Not saying a word.
On your right! Nothing like a win with a good team.
Protect the envoy. Another soul for the wheel.
Stay safe! Coming from your right! Back in the box. You're right. Nice.
That'll show him. Charge it up. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way. Charge it up. Little power goes a long way.
You die to the trap, only to become a part of it. Morbid, but clever.
That was too easy. Kim, there's bound to be something waiting for us.
You dodged a bullet there.
I finished the last. How are the armaments?
place, but they'll be hard-pressed to take it from us without losing another dozen.
That's all we can ask for. If we hold them off long enough for Temerity to see Adir's true intent, maybe Thirdborn will... Look alive, Hayako. The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
Stand down, Hayako. There's clearly been a misunderstanding.
Kai? Gods, what are you doing up here? And within Adiran, what's going on? Wait, who sent you?
Mawapo. Oh, gods. He must think he's helping us. That fool. I told him to stay home. This is our fight, not his.
Well, he did just deliver the Adiran envoy straight to us. Maybe he's worth his salt.
I'm starting to see why Mawapo left out so many details.
Adir is the real scourge in the living lands. They want this tower to control the route to Thirdborn. We've watched your people sink their claws into Eagle's Reach. They'll take this route with guile if they can't take it by the sword.
You two are chumming the waters you're swimming in. You'll bring trouble to everyone in Thirdborn.
Katoa, enough. Let's kill him and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise. We fought in the Deadfire. We offered peace to Thwana, too.
We've seen how empires work from the inside. Draw their treaties with one hand and sharpen their blades with another. We know how that starts. We know how it ends, too.
The tentacles of Empire follow wherever foreign ships land. Look at Fior. When speeches fail them, it always comes to force.
We'll give you one last chance. Leave or die. We'll only warn you once.
Oh, and you know about defending territory, do you? Don't you dare use that young man to make a point.
He's trying to sympathize with us. When Andra sends a boon, it's best not to question it.
I don't like any of this, but fine. One chance. Do I make myself clear?
We'll clear out of this tower, but one whiff of Adiran stink, and we'll be back. And don't think this means we trust you.
Ha, impressive. Those took the two of us a long time to set up.
You're a strange one, Envoy. Maybe parting here is for the best. Good luck.
mouse. You make this look easy. That was a close one.
Coming from the left! On your right!
We make a good squad.
Never have I seen magic shaped on such a scale. Yatsley would know what to do. She's resourceful, good at squeezing into small places.
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Holy gods! Someone actually came! Please, you have to help my friends! They're gods! They're monsters! They were good people. And I can't, I'm not... Their souls can't rest like this, and I'm not strong enough to put them down myself. Please, they didn't deserve... They were... My gods. How did this happen? Yes, Helia on high, that's exactly what I need. Thank you. You're a good person. You'll be better than me. Find me when it's over.
Think of it this way. They're already gone. We're just taking care of the remains.
Right behind you.
Glory in the brush! How'd you do that? Lord, devour!
That's done? Who's hungry?
couldn't do anything. I'm gods. I'm useless. But you helped them. They can rest now. How did you find us? What are you doing out here? We left the city. The Dream Scourge. We thought if we only got away. And now they're gone. Who are you? What do you want with me? Thirdborn? It wasn't safe here. Why would it be safe in... Wait. Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead. I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive? Yeah, he would. He always trusted the captain. They were close. He doesn't act bright, but Taue, he's canny. Something's going on.
That bad feeling in your gut? You have it for a reason. The least you can do is heed its warning.
Maybe it's time to stop. Stop running. Stop hiding. Turn and face things. Face Nagunu. All right. I'll go. I'll go to Thirdborn. As soon as I can find the courage.
You won't have to look hard for courage. It's there for you to call upon when needed.
Thank you all. I'll try.
You do that. But remember, you've got friends waiting for you. Just like the good old days. one's mine!
Bravo!
Look alive! We've got a customer! A customer. Please make yourself comfortable. When you're ready, we can get down to business. Hajime and the Tiranui will never find us here. Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. No, my vision's perfect. Just since I got bit by that giant spider, things have been blurry. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. I appreciate the concern. Now, if you don't mind my asking, how did you find us? Well, clearly I'm the more handsome of us. How do you know Wait. Tell me, did my brother send you?
Aiko, your brother used to think east and west flipped after noon. You really think he's sending anyone anywhere?
Can I ask just what he expected? Did he think sending a messenger would make me forget what an ass he is? You're the one who made things complicated. It's just like Daiko. Now that I've done all the legwork, he just wants to swoop in and take half of everything. He's always been like this ever since we were children. Clearly, I'm the more industrious brother. No, it's no big deal. You go outside, find some dead dream thralls, and slice off some of the fungi growing off their head. Then you bring them back home, grind them up, and snort them. Obviously.
Obviously. You're lucky you still have a nose.
Wimps. No? See? You understand. This is what I get for mixing business and family. I should have known better. I thought that since Daiko and I were twins, we'd be similar enough for us to not fight. Guess I was wrong. Now you tell me. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course. I'm fine. Just a little woozy. It'll pass. Wow, that was easy. Wait, could I have charged more? Damn it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Oh, shit! Is Aiko dead? I told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon. Didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kalka, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me dissect bodies we find. Ugh. Well, shit.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe if we're quick, the animancers and Fewer can fix them right up. Put them to work setting up their new farms.
I didn't know Aiko was interested in farming.
All right, Aiko was the one with the sense of humor.
Hear me out. What if we throw caution to the wind, sample the goods, and never speak of this again? Interested? Since we're being honest, I've already had my share. Wanted to get a head start. Now you go. Well, after all, risking life and sanity in the name of research is a Castell family tradition. Pretty good. My mouth is dry. Probably because I've had nothing to drink.
That just means you need to try more.
Why do you cloud your eyes? Could we not have shown you these things?
Perhaps we didn't take enough to feel the effects. What am I saying? Let's cut our losses.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada. You take lead.
climate does not agree with me. At least it's a dry heat.
What in Remergon's 10 frosty balls are you doing here? How did you even find this place? Well, I don't smell his rumsick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. Very comforting, thank you. I knew that old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed. That's funny. Now tell me what he really said. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Naturally. Taue never saw a boot he wasn't keen to lick. And Koa? He's gotta be out of his mind. Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Fragment of the very stars. Perhaps one of the blacksmiths could make use of it.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up. Welcome back. How can I help? That's how you tell someone their twin brother is dead? What is wrong with you? Gods, poor Aiko. I can't believe he's dead. Guess I'm glad to see we got to empathy eventually. We saw some dream thralls outside of town and realized that they had mushrooms on their faces. We've previously dabbled in such things, so we thought that maybe something good could come of this affliction.
That was your first and second mistake.
And in these trying times, don't we all deserve a bit of reasonably priced happiness? Exactly. Why can't the mushrooms from their dead comrades be that something?
Dull the mind, consume the flesh. Why does the vulture feed?
As a humble merchant, I was a little more reticent to go out and acquire base materials. Aiko was more suited to the rough and tumble aspects than me anyway. Of course, once those materials were acquired, Aiko wrongly decided I hadn't done enough to deserve a share in the profits. He thinks he did all the hard work and I did nothing, so I shouldn't get a cut. But come on, we're family. We were family. How did my brother die? Oh, Aiko, my poor twin and his complete disregard for his own personal health. I feel like Aiko would have wanted me to still work with these, right? Wait, did you open this? Did you try them? Well, if you're going to take the merchandise, the least you can do is tell me what happened. Wait, really? Are you sure?
Despite our best efforts, we remain sober.
Great. I've got a dead brother and no merchandise to show for it. Thank you for your help, I guess. I've got to go plan funeral rites for Aiko. Please go away. Oh, and, take this. It's the least I could do. Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Get discounts on qualifying items.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these drinks up when you go? I'm just giving you what the captain ordered.
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one. Nonsense, nonsense. You did more than I could have, and more than any of us salty old dogs deserve. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up with our drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy.
Excellent, excellent. Here, Envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To old friends.
To times gone by.
I wish Rwanda were here. Just let me drink.
Drink. Drink!
For once, I'm grateful that I prefer wine.
Oh my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, Envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
I believe the captain just made us unknowing accomplices to a crime.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dearie. Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Reengrim? Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Andra's titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Reengrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though, that would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsli. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect! Oh, this is going to be fun.
Check out our new bereavement sale. Get discounts on qualifying items. Welcome back. How can I help? Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Good fighting.
quiet as the depths. So many dream thralls. You think something's wrong in here?
The branch breaks.
Cory in the brush! Supply! Someone's eager to meet us.
All right.
On your right here. Thank you, dear.
Scurry, hide!
Whoever cast this barrier must be formidable. Which means it was Ringgrim and we shouldn't mess with it. Let's chat with her first.
As long as you're volunteering. Think those are keeping us out or something in?
Invaders in the...
Yatsley, remind me not to make you mad.
Unseen, unheard.
He used to sneak sips of my Eric when he thought I wasn't looking. Who brought the poor kid here?
If you ignore all the dead bodies around, it's a cute little camp.
Always used to boast about her family's military history. She was better with a hammer than a sword. Hope whatever got you was quicker than the dream scourge, old friend.
least you took care of those bastards. I'm glad I got to see some vengeance served. Don't know why you're here, stranger, but I'm grateful you are. Wait, Naoki sent you? Of course he did. He would be the one to make it out. Well, you can tell him we're all dead. Soon enough it'll be true. We arrived at the cave last night, made camp, and it all went downhill from there. Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
That's not much of a squad. Thirdborn used to have proper scouts with real training.
Someone had to do it. The guards are stretched thin, and with all of the dream thralls, there aren't many willing to go looking for trouble. Look, after what happened in Fior, we had to make sure it didn't happen here. The Zorubs were our first official mission. Like I said, someone had to do it. Private Naoki was on watch, but I guess he fell asleep because the scaly bastards ambushed us. It was a massacre. Most died then. The rest ran off in all different directions, screaming. Naoki must have gotten away in the chaos. The gods have a cruel sense of humor to save just him. Well, no one trained us. The Terranui and Thirdborn said they had no hands to spare. But we're Rautayans. Warfare runs in our blood. We thought we'd be fine on our own.
There's more to warfare than gusto and vigor. I wish you could have learned that some easier way.
Private Naoki is a fool and a coward. Since we left Thirdborn, he's been running his mouth. We got to hear how many Zorps he's going to kill and who he thinks is afflicted. The town's been talking about nothing but Fior and the Dream Scourge. I think it got to him.
It crawls into our mind as it crawls into theirs.
It's probably why he was the first one out, because it was all suddenly real. Even if the captain had been acting weird lately, there were 1,000 better reasons for it. No, Captain Ruiki was fine. We were all fine, no matter what Private Naoki thinks. If you don't believe me, check her journal. That should be enough to please you. If anything, it might finally convince that idiot Naoki. Here, take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them. I don't have long. Let me stay and enjoy the silence before Barath takes me.
I used to fish and drink with these people before I left. They weren't soldiers.
Sounds like they wanted to be.
I didn't realize how bad things had gotten here while I was away.
The Dream Scourge seems to have set all of Thirdborn on edge. I guess I can't blame them wanting to do something.
Hello again. Have you found anything? Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened? Wow, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I hope for the best, of course, but look, I don't know what you think you know or what he told you, but I know what I saw. The captain had been acting weird for days. She was giving orders to people who weren't there, yelling at us over nothing. Not just the captain either. Manu was jumpier than usual. Kiri seemed compelled to echo our words back to us. Even Sergeant Asui began muttering to himself. It was more than just stress. I'm not some idiot who can't tell the difference. Everyone was sick. And it was only a matter of time before it was brought home to Thirdborn. If you saw them, you'd agree with me. Someone had to leave and let the others know what happened. Look, you either believe me or you don't. Just give me their badges and I'll let their families know. I am not a coward. I would not just leave them to die for no reason. A swarm of Zorps attacked in the dead of the night. What was I supposed to do? Huh? Stick around and die with everyone? I'm not a coward! There was no other option! Take it back. Or else, I'll reclaim my honor. You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
Coward or not, I feel for the kid. No one prepared him for this, but Thirdborn's in trouble if this is what a scout squad looks like.
That's one for us.
Right behind you.
You all right?
We make a good squad. You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you? Wouldn't want to be near those when they fall.
Someone's eager to be done.
Bandits, probably. Bet they had no idea what to expect.
Show me what you got! Who's ready for more? All right. He's overdoing it now. Dude, you're gonna have sand everywhere by the time we make camp. Did I see something move up there?
The sign said the right would open the door, not the left. Well, who's ready to not believe any more signs? I'm not used to quiet. Put the heart on a pedal. Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much Thirdborn blood under them.
I'm starving. Serves me right for not packing enough snacks.
I've got some cheese. You want to share?
You have cheese? Where did you get cheese?
Maurice's packed. It's full of snacks. I figured he wouldn't miss a little cheese.
I won't tell if you don't.
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. With how overwrought you Adirans can be, I expected at least some tacky rugs. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. No! Well, me, obviously, but otherwise, no. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more, provocative dreams. Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
Goodness, we're feeling very honest today, aren't we?
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Right. Did someone eat my special cheese?
Oh, envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe Fjord's gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. We were lucky that the Steel Garrote are all so bad at their jobs. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. I know, and she knows. Let's leave it at that. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerti. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel, and a girl's gotta eat sometime. Yes, why did I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery. I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. As much as I'd love to, you don't travel with the kitchen. I can't promise anything. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked. Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Me? Well, I suppose that's an option. I'd need help, of course, but I'd at least ask for it. I'll think on it. Maybe it'd be a nice retirement plan for Quilici and me.
Governor Yatsley. I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling? Always a pleasure, Envoy.
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. How come the answers are never in a little oasis with shade and drink service? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. I'm sure we'll be fine. I just hope this is all worth it. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint. That is more understanding than most of your countrymen. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. If I must.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. But that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Then you get it. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom, something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat, conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? For a while, I suppose. Eventually, you need more. For the longest time, I was just running from Tama's death. Thanks to you, I'm starting to think about what I might head towards. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Stilgarot's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Your Emperor's lucky to have you. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. What began as a sapling grows, the branches spread. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? Spring turned to winter. A soul torn from its rightful home. This we understand. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? 4 arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.